Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Wednesday the 5th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning, fairly decent time frame, got up and around, headed out, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, got soaked on, got the dog out with me, got my banana and my hard-boiled egg in me, and from there, wife got ready to get off to work. We went and dropped her car off at the mechanic to get it worked on, so got that done, and from there headed back, dropped her off at work, and I followed her over there. She dropped her car off, I followed her back to work, dropped her off at work, and then headed home. On the way home, I stopped in at Winn-Dixie to pick up some bananas, and my wife wanted some bread, so I got that. She also wanted some milk, which we didn't buy because we were going to be on the cruise, so we didn't get it last time, and picked up the milk, got myself some chocolate milk, got myself some dip, which the potato chip dip down here, if I eat it late at night, because it's really bad stomach problem, but if I eat it like early in the day, then I'm fine with it. So they had a bunch of different chips on sale. I haven't had anything in my house for potato chips except for Tostitos for my salsa and Doritos in a really long time. So I was like, yeah, I'm kind of craving a lot of different chips. There's some new flavors out that I've never had yet, and they had them like 4 for $10. So I was like, why not? So I ended up buying like 10 bags of chips. I bought a lot of Tostitos, my bite size for the salsa, because I like those. And I bought everything they had, which I had to fill out the fourth, so I had to get somebody else to make those 4. And then I bought 4 more of the Ruffles style, and then I ended up with a couple Kirklands that were 2 for $6, so $3 a piece. But I got some flavors I liked that I knew, and then a bunch of new flavors to try. So I'm like, no deal. I got 2 different dips. I usually get Dean's dip, and then I end up getting a different one that I gotta try out, see who goes from there. So AE is still my favorite, but it's only up in like an Iowa, Anderson Erickson, and that dip doesn't give me stomach problems. This dip down here does. So figure I'll eat it early and I'll be fine. So we got some bananas and all that good fun stuff too. Went to check out, and apparently Winn-Dixie doesn't have anything but self-checkout until 9 a.m. But they have somebody standing there watching the self-checkout. So I go to ring up my chips, first 2, take the discount off, so I'm good. Scan the next couple, and it doesn't take it off. So that's the guy's like, oh, it takes it off at the end. I'm like, that don't make sense, because I've watched it take it off before as it rings up over the years, and on top of that, it took it off the first 2. So I'm like, okay, that's what he says do. So I scan them through, and it shows up, and it charged me full price, which is like $5 a bag instead of $2.50 a bag. And I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? So Ed's come back over, and he has to basically void them all back out, bring them all back out, and punch in every single one individually to get the price, $2.50 per bag. And I was like, God, this seems like such a waste of time. He's standing on my shoulder trying to punch the thing as opposed to actual cash register running. And I also remind myself, and I told him, this is a reminder to me to never come back here before 9 a.m. again, because I hate self-checkout. I know, like Walmart stuff likes to make sure that you ring something up, and then wait till you get a whole bunch of shit, and they'll basically flag you. Once you get to the $500, they'll call the cops and have you arrested. You people are trained, and your employees do this all day long, and they screw up on a constant basis. I have not had any training, but yet I'm supposed to never fail, never supposed to make a mistake. It makes no sense to me. So I try to avoid it, but I was already here, and I almost left my cart full of stuff. If it was just me, if she had went to milk and bread, I probably would have and just said, I'll get it on the weekend. But I know she wanted it, plus I really wanted my bananas, because it takes a while to ripen out here. So got it done, finally got out of there, paid the right amount, and left. Got home, got the dog, got the stuff put away, got the dog outside, we chilled out for a little bit. Didn't take him with me to go drop the car off, because I knew I wanted to hit the store on my home. So got that done, hung out there a little bit. From there, kind of chilling out, got some work on the house done, little stuff here and there, doing research on how I want to cover my walls in my shop. So help me out mind up there. I need to just bite the bullet and just make a decision and get it started. But kind of hoping I can get power in there also before I do that, so I'll have better lighting and better to run my painter and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to put my walls up. I'm also not sure I'm going to paint the walls behind, the insulation behind where the paneling is going, plywood run them up, or if I'm just going to say, hell with it, wait till it's done and spray it all once the plywood's up. So still making that decision. I got to do something, but still no word on that. Did get a call from the mechanic's office, and the mechanic shop, I guess, not office. And he said that the gentleman who he thinks does the best work, belts and stuff, water pumps on these cars, is basically working from home the next couple weeks. His wife's got some medical issues, so he's there to help check on her and take care of her and that. And want to know if I'd be all right with my car going to his personal garage at home. And I said, I'm still paying you. I'm not like this ain't independent contractor bullshit. He goes, nope, still 100%. You're paying me. He's my employee. He's just working at a satellite office. I said, do you guys have insurance in case his garage burns down? Covers my car. And the guy said, absolutely. That cover. We already checked that. We've already done that. He's been doing this off and on for 6 months or a year. I'm like, yep, no problem at all. If you trust him, then I trust you. So I didn't trust him. He's like, cool, all done. So I made sure, reminded him that I needed spark plugs and I wanted full tune-up on it, transmission flush, all that good fun stuff, and new filter and everything else in there as well. So he was like, yep, all good to go. And from there, so I wasn't really excited my car was going to be somewhere else at somebody's personal house, but what am I going to do at this point? Like, I can say no. They put me on a lousier mechanic who doesn't do that good of work on this type of car, and then, or I get a delay, and the guy comes in for a couple hours a day, and it takes 3 weeks to get my car back. So who knows? Who cares? So yeah, hopefully it goes well. Hung around, got a few other things done. Did a little yard work here and there, not too much. Had a client that was reached out for some meet and greets and stuff, and just trying to figure out when I do a meet and greet to see if their dog's a good fit. And then they respond back and forth over and over again until you say, tell me when I can come over and meet this dog and make sure it's gonna work out, and then they ghost you. Like, you had like 5 communications back and forth in like an hour. When I finally said I need a date and time so I can come see this dog, and when you're the display, the dog was kind of a pain in the ass, and I think they were hoping I would just accept the stay, thinking I was desperate for money. And then at that point I'm kind of locked in, and then I'll watch the dog, because the dog comes off as a very poorly behaved, untrained dog, and it's a giant, like almost 200-pound St. Bernard that not really what I want to mess with. And he wants it to be a house stay now, which my wife does, but don't think I really want my wife staying in a house with a 200-pound St. Bernard that even the owner describes as very protective of and very aggressive at our house. I'm like, well, why would I put my wife in this situation? So I just finally gave up, said hell with it, archived it, and kind of let it go. So then my wife reached out a little later in the day and asked if she had her dad's doctor's appointment for tomorrow on the calendar at 9:45, and I said, no, you do not. And had I known that, I wouldn't have set up my meet and greet for tomorrow at 10:15. So I don't know how this is supposed to work out. I can call and try and change it. And she goes, no, since I screwed it up and didn't put it on the calendar, I'll take you, which means I have to take her to work tomorrow, and she gets a car and blah, blah, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I won't have a car tomorrow, so it'll be fine. Everything's good to go. And I'm like, worst case scenario, I can drop him off at the doctor's appointment, come back home, do a meet and greet, then he might have to wait a little while before I can go back and get him, if that works out too. And she's like, no, I'll figure it out. So everything's good to go, and went to time to go pick her up from work. So I headed over and got her, and as I was pulling in the parking lot, the people who had the meet and greet scheduled for tomorrow texted and said they were canceling the meet and greet because apparently a family member's going to come watch the dog instead or whatever. I don't know, don't care. So now I'm going to take the father-in-law to the doctor tomorrow, so saves my wife some hassle and makes it easier for her, and it's all good there too. So yeah, we got that whole thing done, and then we did that. So grabbed her at work and headed back home, dropped her off, took the dog with me because he loves car rides. So we shot out there, got back, got changed my running gear, went, got my run in, got back, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, got out of there, got myself a shower, told my wife she was on her own for dinner because I had some potato chips and dip midday and I was no longer hungry, so I was craving potato chips and dip. It's like something fierce. Like, it doesn't have to be very often, but it does. I don't know if I'm just missing salt in my diet or what, but man, I am massively craving it. It is grossly how bad I've been wanting the chips and dip. So knocked that out today, which was really pretty good. So got done with that, grabbed my shower, went out, had myself a nice cigar, enjoyed the evening with the dog, and wrapped it back in. We watched another episode of Frasier, and you can tell they're wrapping the season up. They're making some really weird changes in the show, which, not season, series, sorry. Wrapping this whole series up because it's only got a couple episodes left. So it's kind of cool. Then I watched a comedy special as I went to sleep. So that was my day. That's all I got for right now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.